Happy Sunday. Just forewarning, I have lost my voice a little bit, so if I'm in and out or sounding raspy, I apologize in advance. I have been sick for I've had the most mild cold, but it's lasting a really long time. So here we are. But you know what? I look good, I feel good, I'm ready to put some thoughts out there, and I'm gonna just riff as I normally do. But let's just get into my motivation for this video. And one, it's going to be kind of building off of my last one about how the patriarchy is hijacking your intuition. But I also want to intertwine intuition with your dreams because those are literally so involved with each other. So let's just talk about first how your gut is your sixth sense, or is a sixth sense. I know that we probably could count a lot more than five senses and probably more than six senses, but let's just talk about how out of all the senses we all want to acknowledge your sight, taste, sound, touch, smell. Did I say that? Okay. Well, the last one's going to be your gut, because that thing is telling you a lot, and our society has conditioned you to ignore it. And because it's taught you to ignore it, it's taught you to ignore your natural urges to listen to what you really want in this life, what your dreams are in this life. And unfortunately, I think that a lot of people that have success in life, their dreams were to fuck people over, and they're quite successful at it. So we need to remember that we don't need to be bogged down by bad energies that just happen to be very determined to get what they want. And the rest of us with actual good intentions and good things to contribute to society need to start stepping up, being loud, and sharing our craft. Whatever that looks like for you, And you don't need to be perfect at it to start doing it more, to start sharing it, to start wanting to collaborate with other people that are also doing similar types of craft and want to uplift you and inspire you, and vice versa. So we got it out of the way. Your gut is your sixth sense. You need to listen to it. You need to listen to what that deep inner voice is telling you, because every time we ignore it, we often start encountering issues that we could have prevented if we had just listened. Like earlier this week, I was literally faced with a situation where I was brought something that could have been, in my eyes, a great opportunity. But for some reason, I just kept having this feeling of there's something wrong. It's not everything that it's chopped up to be. It's not what you think it is. And I had no reason to believe that it wasn't a good opportunity, but I just had this gut feeling. And the more that I dove deeper into that, and the more I listened to that, I was brought more information that I was correct and that I needed to abandon that opportunity because it was not going to serve me. And in fact, I think it would have actually harmed me if I had made that decision. So we often, if we don't listen to our gut, we will end up encountering a chapter of our life that we didn't need to live. And sometimes it's good to not listen to your gut because it's a learning lesson. And then you proceed the rest of life really going, oh yeah, last time I didn't listen to myself, things didn't work out for me. And so then you're encouraged to just start listening to your gut a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. But aside from protecting ourselves from things that we may not actually want to deal with in this life, whether that be a certain kind of person or a certain opportunity or a certain activity that you're even going to participate in, anything that we give our energy to, we can actually just turn that around and think about that on the positive side. It's not just protection, it is the prosperity that we can also achieve in this life. So what is your gut encouraging you to do, right? What is the art, the creativity, the abundance in your life that you're missing out on because you're not listening to that little voice inside of you that's actually screaming from the depths to be heard, and yet you've been encouraged your whole life to not listen to it because people have sowed seeds of doubt in you that are not yours to bear, because that is just their own self-doubt that they are projecting onto you, and you do not need any part of that. Because if you really look around and you pay attention to people that are truly successful, that are successful because they got there in the right way, okay? I'm not acknowledging the people in this life that are successful that are shitty people and have fucked people over just to get there. I'm talking about truly successful people that have good, healthy, loving things to contribute to the world. And I believe that, like, if you're able to see this video, you probably do align with that to some degree. You probably do recognize within yourself what you can offer this world, and yet there's still this little part of you that's not ready to take those steps. And it's because of fear. But the more you face fear, the less scary it is, because you realize how resilient you are, and you realize how capable you are, that you do have something to contribute, that you are meaningful, that you are impactful, and that there are people who are ready to consume what you have to offer, who are ready to reciprocate the love that you have to offer. That's the thing, is when you dive into what your heart and your gut is telling you to do, you will be more protected and you will achieve more in this life. And so that's the thing, is it can take you a really long time to get to that success. That's something that I've been facing, you know. I'm not impatient with the process because I see it unfolding for me every single day, but it has taken almost a full year of sowing little seeds every single day. And in that whole year, there are moments where I'm not seeing the result coming to fruition, but you still have to keep persisting, because you still have that gut instinct that yes, something will come out of it one day, that yes, someone is ready to hear me, yes, someone is ready to see my art, yes, I have a deeper calling in this life. Because you do. We all have a purpose, and we all have the potential to be seen. And I think we all have the opportunity to be seen. We all have the opportunity to be validated by one another. And that's what we're lacking, is that community, you know? The more we share, the more we get vulnerable, the more we actually see ourselves, we become more empowered to see one another. And that's what we're all missing, is that basic community. I feel so inspired by seeing other people practice their craft. That's the most amazing thing ever. And when you start practicing your craft, when you start believing in yourself, actually believing in the work that you are investing. And it shouldn't be like work. We're not talking career. I mean, yes, your career can matter to you, but do what you love. Do something that you know is meaningful. Because when you're doing something meaningful, when you have purpose, you are ready to show up, and you lead with confidence, and you inspire other people to do the same thing. And so today I had a moment with my mom where, while I've been working on this thing for a year, she literally told me that I'm one of her heroes because I've inspired her to start doing her craft again. And that's personal to her. But how amazing is that? That, yes, that's my mom. So of course we're closely intertwined, and we probably have a lot more ability to be impactful to one another. But it goes to show you that when you start taking the time to love yourself enough to do the things that you feel called to do, you really do motivate the other people in your life to do the same for themselves. And that is literally, you find so much more success by doing what you love. And no dream that you have for yourself is too big. It's not. Because if you really, really look around, the people who dream big typically are the most successful. You have to think outside the box. And we are all creative. We all have the potential to show our gifts to the world. And that's what being truly human is about. And we've been taught that our gifts are not going to bring us success, and that our gifts are not as worthy as other things that we could be doing with our time. And that's just so far from the truth, because we are suffering anyways by doing the things that we're being conditioned to do instead of pursuing ourselves. So it's not working to ignore our intuition. It's not working to ignore our urges. It's not working to ignore our deep, true calling. And if you feel really pulled to do something, then start taking the steps today to do it, to pull it off, to make that thing happen for yourself. Because there's a space for all of us. It's not a dog eat dog world. Dogs don't even fucking eat other dogs. So they've literally conditioned us with gaslighting fucking mottos in life to think that there's not a place for everyone, that everyone's replaceable, that there's only success can come to a few. That's so far from the truth. You have the potential to be seen by anyone. You have the potential to be successful, because there's a demographic for everybody. Somebody will believe in you. You may not even fully believe in you yet, but if you at least believe in the art, the creativity that you want to pour into, your deeper calling, your deeper purpose in this life, if you just start doing that every day, you will believe that it's true, because you will know for a fact that, yes, I can do this, because you're proving yourself every day that you can do this. So just take a little bit of time to listen to your instinct, to listen to your gut, your sixth sense. It's there for a reason. That's primal. That's human. We are not robots. We are not meant to be rigid. We are not meant to live stale lives without fulfillment. We are meant to be happy. We are meant to thrive. We are meant to embrace ourselves for who we are. And the reason that we lack love and compassion is because we're not showing ourselves love and compassion. We're detached from ourselves. We're detached from our spirits. And so we don't even know who we are. We lack identity. We lack individualism. In this hyper-individualistic world, we lack individualism. We need to come back to community. We need to come back to encouraging one another, because it's not a competition. We all have a place here. There's a space for everybody. We all deserve the grace to explore ourselves without judgment from one another. And we can practice many things in this life. I've always joked and said, I feel kind of like Barbie, because I kind of just want to do a little bit of everything, and there's nothing fucking wrong with that. If you feel like you're talented in many areas of your life, do all those things. You have the capacity to do anything you want. You can do anything you want. And you know why you can do anything you want? Because the fucking people that are literally abusing us with their fucking political power and their money, they're doing whatever the fuck they want. And they're ruining people's lives. So you can do whatever the fuck you want, and you could be making people's lives better. And if it's not for those other people, it's for yourself. It's actually for yourself first. Do it for yourself first. Look out for yourself. Be radically selfish in pursuing your passion. Be radically selfish in pursuing your purpose. Be radically selfish in pursuing the love that you have within you, that you have denied yourself from experiencing. Because this really subhuman society that we're coming into, and lack of community that we have conditioned ourselves to believe is normal, is not the way, and it's not going to make you have a better life. So I encourage you to just do whatever the fuck you want. Pursue your dreams. Like, it's so simple. You are worthy of that. You are worthy of pursuing your dreams. And it's not going to happen overnight. But the only thing that can happen overnight is you making the decision to start taking those little baby steps. because it'll all unfold as it's supposed to. Because you are worthy of listening to your intuition. It's there for a reason. You have potential. I have potential. I have potential to thrive. You know why? And I fully fucking believe in myself. And the more you start taking the steps every single day, you will believe in yourself because you will be showing yourself that you can do it. So I know that that's kind of vague, but it's not at the same time, because I know you know what your heart and your head are trying to tell you. So don't ignore yourself. You are right. You have a reason to be here. You have a purpose. And anything that you feel interested in doing is something worth your while. And I think that the only way we're going to heal as a society is by listening to our spirits. So I say it in so many different words, every different video I make, but that is what I'm encouraging you to do, because I just want the world to be a loving, thriving place. And selfishly, I want to thrive too. So the only way I'm going to be able to thrive is if my community's thriving. So let's do this together. Like, come on. Come the fuck on. Aren't you exhausted of living in this world? There's so much for us to experience, so much goodness to experience. Don't deny yourself of that. Truly. Abandon what doesn't serve you and pour your heart into what does. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I can't wait to speak to you again soon. Bye.